All right, y'all. It is your old boy Pilk, and if you were wondering what the maintenance was about, like I was, well, we just found out. First anniversary part 1, Familia Festival Notice. So, one thing that is confirmed here, this is part 1, which we all kind of knew. Basically, what we're expecting here is Harmonia and Aphrodite probably going to wind up being the part 2 units. I have something really fun lined up for that. I'm not going to announce it quite yet, but something you guys have been asking for a really, basically back since the Danmemo days, is finally happening. That's enough of the hype. Let's get into it. So, subscribe if you haven't already. So essentially what's going to happen here, the Diva Harmonia Part 1 Festival Notice. This is a specific event that is just basically surrounding this. This is a ranking event, but they're really hyping this up. They're calling it a Familia Festival. So this is like a Familia ranking thing, but this is going to like matter. This is serious. All right. Familias compete to earn the highest number of Harmonia medals. Harmonia gold medals can be obtained by clearing exclusive quests that are available during the period. Period pretty much starts almost immediately. We'll go over that here in a moment. It's a high score ranking format. There is no daily limit on attempts. However, I'm going to assume that a lot of this is going to be based on however many foes you can defeat and things like that, based on what they're telling us later on. In the exclusive quests, the more enemies you defeat, the higher number of Harmonia medals you will earn. Case in point, defeating more enemies in the ranking quest is key to aiming as a higher position in the Familia rankings. They also come down here and say, in this exclusive quest, an Earth attribute enemy will appear, which means your Wind attribute units are going to be preferable. Going on a little bit further here, just to kind of jump around, upgrade the characters that gain you the most medals. What they're telling you, essentially, this is the time to start preparing. You need to make sure your units are fully upgraded. You need those scene cards upgraded. You need everything you can to get the most out of your units. Ranking battles are cleared by surviving 180 seconds while defeating monsters that keep appearing. So in other words, it's a timed event, it seems like. You're going to have 180 seconds, essentially, to defeat as many foes as possible. It's just going to be a skirmish, essentially. In the rank event, you can earn event titles, Sealess, Almighty Bonds. Nice. Based on your ranking. So there's going to be some really substantial awards. Event buff effect. So if you have the new bell and eyes, you get a 20% buff. If you don't have them already, go get them. They're so good. I dropped a video yesterday where I talked about the trial quest, and I tested them out, and they are absolutely phenomenal. We'll be doing a lot more with Bell coming up here real soon. And the Part 2 summons are coming out later on today. So, good stuff on that, guys. So it says, if you're not currently a member of Familia, you may join a Familia during the event period. So, everything's about Familias. You've got to be in a Familia for this to work. If you were not in a Familia, you got to fix that. You got to fix that like now. Or make a Familia and start recruiting. If you're not in a Familia, you're not participating. That's what this is all about. So get on that. Okay? It starts on 8/28/298. So you have a little bit of time to start preparing, start thinking about it, get your summons done, accrue some Sealess, and just go at it. Another reason why with the summons that, you know, the probabilities are up. There is a much better pity system this time around. You really do need the new units, 100%. But yeah, that's that. 8/28. That is what? 12 days away? A little less than 2 weeks. So you really, really, really need to start preparing. that's probably going to lead us into part 2. So I'm guessing part 2 is going to probably drop once that kind of goes away. So I'm assuming that is. So yeah, we have a roadmap for part 1 of the anniversary, and we have a semi idea of when part 2 is going to be dropping. So there you guys go. This is a new event they literally just announced. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff. I'll be back with more danchro coming up for you guys here really, really soon.